Here we are, round one. Velocity Ranch welcomes you to the very first open roping DVD they have produced, and what a great one it is in association with Team Ropers Canada-wide. Let's get underway in a heck of a hurry. Trent Petersen, Kelly Bueller. Now, the Bueller family, just renowned in the team roping world as 2016, and we're doing a fabulous job. Off the line a little bit for the first guy. We're going to come around that corner, and Kelly's going to come up with a no time. Now, you see that great big banner in the background. That is Highland Projects, the main sponsor here of the team roping at Velocity Ranch. As we go now to Skocdopole and Brett McCarroll. Of course, the McCarrolls from the Camrose country and Depoles from west of Longview with a whole pile of yearlings they check every day. That's where that gray horse was ranched, raised, and trained out there. That's Badger. He's several-time Horse of the Year. Is he turn one for the great Mr. McCarroll, and we're going to come tight with a 6 57/10 of a second run. That is going to put them in the lead for our round number one. Team number three, this is Dale Skocdopole and Colton Fletcher. Stettler Cowboy on the head side, many-time CFR qualifier. Had a Horse of the Year as well by the name of Shadow, good black horse. He came early on this particular steer. We're going to add a +5 with the penalty as we clean up on the backside. Fletcher, and 11:98 is the total time, including your 5-second penalty at the barrier line. Grady Brandon, Clint Brower, two of the young guns in the team roping world that have made their name in team roping Canada. There's Troy Fischer on the back of the box watching the score line. There, we wrote it right that time. Brandon turns the steer run a little bit to the left. On the back, we're going to clean it up with a leg and add a 5 to a 7:38 for a 12:38. Of a second run is where it's going to place at this point in time as we roll into number 5. This is Logan Bonnett on the head side, Clark McCarroll on the heels. Let's switch that camera angle. There's a good close-up of Logan Bonnett. Spent a lot of time on south of the 49th parallel. Rodeo College came back with one heck of a talent, and it shows right here as he gets one turned, and we're going to get it closed down with another 7:76 +5 brings them to a 12:76 of a second run. Team number 6, Kenton Fawcett, Taylor Brower. The Browers, the Fawcetts, they're all here. This is one of the best times to watch team roping in action. Team Roping Canada, huge now in the year 2016, and we're very proud to showcase it right here in the shadow of the Rocky Mountains. As one goes down, going to work for him. Brower cleans it up on the back end with a hip shot and a 9 2/10 of a second run. Clean is going to put them in second place of the round. Well, we've talked about Canadians, and here are some champions in the spotlight right now. Roland McFadden on the front side, and on the back, Colton Schmidt. Now, Roland's your 2015 Canadian Team Roping Champion of the CFR, and Colton Schmidt currently sitting in the top 5 in the entire world on the head side. McFadden gets him turned. Schmidt waits for his shot. Fishes a little bit. We got a whole pile not going to work for him, and unfortunately didn't come tight with a dally on the front side. We're going to call it a no time for McFadden and Schmidt. Speaking of champions, let's go to a prior season leader in the CPRA with Brett Buss and Matt Fawcett on the backside. Things are cool when you can get so many champions in one place at one time, and this is the only time you're going to see it on a DVD north of the 49th parallel. Great time to be in Canadian team roping as we got Brett Buss going to nod his head on a fast running steer. Roan Horse rolls in there and does it for him. We're going to turn. Fawcett takes a couple of swings as Brett Buss is having an atypical day, as he has to battle the elements and a bit of a bronc ride there. I guess we'll mark him, say, a 62, seeing as how he is Canadian. We can't add the extra 5. They get it with a 15:29. Team number 9, Dawson Graham and Kyle Lucas. A little bit of trouble with the head horse, and here's where cowboy sportsmanship comes into play. That's Skocdopole on the ground helping the young man, Mr. Graham, turn his bay head horse around, getting back to the box and set up for their run as he nods his head in front of Kyle Lucas, who is renowned as one of the hotter heelers on both sides of the border. +5 at the barrier line already as the buzzer goes off, and Kyle, no luck. That will be a no time for round number 1. Team 10, let's do Riley Warren and Tristan Woolsey. Two very capable men. Of course, Riley Warren All kinds of time event cowboy. Ropes, calves, superb. Heads, heels. Helps us out at Ultimate Cowboy New Year's Eve. Great to have him here. Tristan Woolsey on the backside. That last name needs no introduction in team roping here in Canada. You see him swinging over the back. What are we going to end up? And, no time. Not going to work for him. Team number 11. Clay Ulrey, Brady Chappell. All kinds of CFR qualifications at such a young age on both the head side and the heel side. Let's switch to that beautiful, beautiful camera angle. We're getting in that head box, and you can see this great horse working for him right here. The concentration is high on both him and Skocdopole watching the line. Gets out good, ropes him around the neck, and on the back, Brady Chappell is going to bring us a 2-foot delivery for a 9.09, tenth of a second on the run, 9.09. Team 12 today, as we lean off and show our athletic prowess by picking a rope right up off the ground. This is Dallas Cornfield and Cole Bevans. Again, those good gray head horses. Cole Bevans has been around, has roped 2 feet many, many times for a lot of money all over the place, and on the front side, Dallas is as handy as they come. Let's come around, get it roped right around the bones, and unfortunately it eats off behind that Highland Projects poster. Not going to work for them here today. Let's go to 13, Jonathon Drake, Ty Gordon. Ty Gordon riding that good Palomino horse. Great to see cowboys like this that are working real hard at coming together in the team roping world, showcasing their talents here at our Velocity Ranch Roping. We're going to get him turned, and that's why he is that handy. You see those two fakes just turn together. We're going to end up and come tight with an 8-08. 8-08 for the team of Drake and Gordon. As we go to team 14, Travis Gallais and Devin Wigemyr. Travis Gallais, of course, the oldest son of the extremely team roping orientated family. Travis Gallais roping with Devin Wigemyr. Of course, he made the finals the very first time with Devin's dad, and should he do so this year, it'll be exactly 20 years since he did so, and you can see that Wigemyr roll. Go ahead and come around. Cracks an 8, and we're going to stop the clock with a 7.79 for Travis Gallais and Devin Wigemyr, 7.79. Team 15, Dustin Coates and Coulter McDonald. Coates on the front side, team roping producer as well as competitor. Always riding a fairly fancy horse as well. Let's watch him back in there. Go to that good-looking camera angle. You can see the guys in the background discussing the score. Ooh, steer doesn't start quite the way he wanted him to. We're going to have a 5 on the barrier. And, unfortunately, McDonald's comes up with a no score, no time, no luck, not today. Team 16, let's go to Kyle Wilson and Kelly Bueller. Kyle Wilson, huge team roper, huge horse trainer, has been champion of the futurity they have up there in Edmonton several times over. Watched him a couple of years ago on a beautiful buckskin horse, just absolutely dominate. This guy misses very, very seldom, and you can see his horsemanship right there, how this equine partner, his collects himself right there in the back of that corner. Now, we're a little early on the barrier line. We're going to have to add a 5 seconds, and Bueller comes up no time. Not going to work. You see the guy flagging right there. We mentioned that Gallais family. Well, there's the father in the background, Art, with our flag. He is our judge here today. And here's the younger brother, Todd Gallais, roping with Dale Skocdopole. We talked about Dale a little earlier on. Now, Todd Gallais has also been to numerous Canadian Finals rodeo, not to mention championships in the Team Roping Canada organization as well. Here we're going to get one rope, fish it on there just a little bit, come around the corner. Big, fresh steers from the Velocity Ranch, not wanting to handle in the desired momentum as we didn't get that rope on there clean and tight. We're going to come to a no time for Skocdopole and Gallais. We're going to continue on with the Gallais Heritage Foundation here. This is Trey Gallais. This is Travis's son, back in the box with Colton Fletcher. Fletcher's as well, a huge family in team roping. Now, see, Trey Gallais has really taken a step forward in his horse training abilities. He is one of the handiest guys with a colt in the team roping pen. You see him here riding one, split reins, no tie down. Confidence just exudes out of this guy as he comes across the line a tick early. We're going to take a 5-second penalty on the barrier. As his partner comes around on the backside and gets it cleaned up with 2 feet, it's going to be a 13-14, including the penalty. An 8-14 plus 5 moves them to a 13-14 tenth of a second with the barrier. Team 19, Galloway and Graham. Dylan on the backside, Walker on the front. Walker's also a producer of fine bucking bulls and a purveyor of team roping horses. As we get it on the front side and just not going to work for him here. No luck as it comes to a no time, as that is an unqualified front end catch. Let's go down to Team 20 in the form of Logan Bonnett and Clay White. Of course, Clay White on the backside making the CFR several times with Brett Buss, his cousin, and first time last year, and Logan Bonnett, his neighbor from just down the road. Of course, just on the east side of Highway 2 comes a goat. Let's do it. Logan Bonnett spent a lot of time on the south side of the 49th parallel taking care of business, and unfortunately comes up with no time here today for Team 20. Team 21, we're going to back in and take care of a little business with a couple of cowboys who have been there and done that. Kyle Smith and Riley Wilson. Riley Wilson starting up a brand new business with a team roping horse training facility in southern Alberta, and he has been dominating not only Team Roping Canada, not only these big ropings, but Pro Rodeo as well this year. As one of the number one healers in the entire world, we're very proud to have him rolling through our Velocity Ranch Open. And man, it just shows right there why he is as handy as he is. And we're going to stop it with an 8 and 55. 8 and 55, and I believe that's the number 3rd position as it stands right now. Let's go to Team 22, Grady Brandon and Ty Cahoon. I like this little yellow heel horse. Grady Brandon, we've seen this head horse as well. Stays tucked until he nods his head. Watch the yellow on the backside do his job. Yeah, rolls right in there, and whoa. Good deal. Slide and bit back. We're going to be 11 and 8, however, with a +5 on the barrier line. 11 and 8 with a barrier speeding ticket. Troy Fischer and Matt Fawcett. Troy Fischer instrumental in placing team roping in Canada as one of its premier league sports. And on the bat side, an awesome, awesome healer in the team of Fischer and Fawcett. All right. Troy Fischer Silverworks, of course, great buckles in each and every one of the aspects of rodeo in Canada and beyond. What are we going to do on the back? No luck on the back. Did not get it cleaned up. It's going to be a no time for Fischer and Fawcett. Let's do Team 24. Riley Warling, Chase Simpson. These two names will make any roper quake in their boots when they see him behind you. Wow, this little bay horse of Riley's is working good, and Simpson's always riding something extremely powerful. A little late on the black steer, but man, the little bay gathers him up. Ropes, turns, and what do we got on the backside? Oh, a little bit of bad luck is where we end up with a no time for the Team 24, Warren and Simpson. Let's go to team number 25, Tel Flewelling and Clint Brower. Tel Flewelling still rocking the lady tickler on his face up there, doing good, rocking the beard. Everybody is very proud of this young man and the moments he has taken to make himself almost perfect on the head side. Glad to see him here riding some awesome horses as well. Good deal. Let's clean it up on the back. What do we get? Uh-oh, a leg, and we're going to go all the way to a 14 and 31. 14 and 31 for 25, Flewelling and Brower. Let's go to Team 26, Justin McCarroll and Rocky Dallin. If you had a nickel for every time Rocky Dallin has backed into that heel box, you would be a rich man, and I would not need to be announcing rodeos. That guy is absolutely awesome. And on the front side, we have none other than another McCarroll, who are technically perfect when it comes to the team roping world. They practice to win, and they win because they practice. Let's back them in the box. Now, we are looking at a team here that can take care of business on any playing field, and as we saw the bones off one, watch Rocky Dallin come in here and take care of business. We're going to drop the flag, and Art Gallais says it's a clean run with a 7 and 21/10 of a second run. Skocdopole, Casper Roy. These guys grew up roping together, and they're absolutely phenomenal. We talked about Steele's Good Horse Badger on the front side, and on the back, I believe that'll be Bam Bam. 2 Horse of the Year animals right there, voted the best in the industry by their peers, but unfortunately the head loop doesn't fit here today, and we're going to call it a no time for 27 of DePole and Roy. 28, ready to back in the box, Cole Bevans and Brady Chappell. Brady Chappell, Saskatchewan Cowboy, an absolutely rank healer. On the front side, Mr. Bevans is ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I like the way this guy rides his horse, follows those steers. There's that big red-white face again. Turn in here and over his back a couple of times. Right on. 2 wraps, done. We're going to go with a 10 and 58 clean. 10 and 58 clean. Name of the game, get 5 down. We'll give you some money. 29, we're going to go back to the Gallais family. Here's Travis, and on the backside, the McCarroll, Brett McCarroll in this case. That 6-second run maintains the lead at team number 2 of DePole and McCarroll. come forward here. Horse really working for him, running, tracking good. Gets one roped a little deep around the neck, but it probably won't matter to this cowboy. It did. I am taken aback. Didn't work for him here, and it'll be in no time for Gallais and McCarroll. We'll go to Thursday. Lance Isaak and Corey Hines. Corey Hines, an extremely good bronc rider, extremely good team roper, been up and down the rodeo road many, many times and comes from a huge bronc riding family. On the front side, Mr. Isaak is riding one of the best buckskins going down the road as well. Unfortunately, came a little early, and we're going to have to add a speeding ticket with a +5. Corey Hines comes up no good, no time for the team at number 30, Isaak and Hines. Let's go to 31. This will be Kyle Wilson, Tristan Woolsey. We talked about Kyle a little earlier on. Man, he has been to more of those team roping futurities as a winner. He's been up there. I've seen him on a couple of buckskin horses, just absolutely doing what it takes to win those futurities on the team roping side of life. And on the back, Tristan Woolsey.